Hi folks, this is Karen Tax with the I Am Learning Community, here with a video blog to talk with you about how to be happy at work. One of my favorite questions to ask people is, what work do you do and why? It's a question I've wondered about my entire life and I find endlessly fascinating. It's a question that I asked before I ever realized all of the reasons that I find that question fascinating. I call it my insatiable question because asking it is like an endless waterfall of mana for my soul in terms of where the conversation goes after I ask the question. Eventually, I discovered that knowing how to be happy at work is one of the most important things a person can figure out. When I ask someone, what work do you do and why, what I really want to know is, are you happy? According to the Gallup organization, only 13% of employees are engaged in their jobs, meaning emotionally invested in their work and focused on helping their organizations improve. And I find that number, 13%, incredibly sad, and I know that we can do better than this. After asking my question of hundreds of people, I've discovered many ways that we can be happy at work, and I'm going to share 3 of those ways with you today here on this video blog, and also why it is that being happy at work is so important. The first way to be happy is to know that being happy is your true nature. It's not natural, normal, right, good, noble, or even reasonable to be unhappy at work. All you have to do is look at a child or a puppy to know that we are born happy. The problem is that we've been educated to believe that happiness comes from wealth, success, relationships, which are all things that are outside of ourselves. What we've forgotten is that inside of us is this unstoppable life force energy that's brilliant, talented, unique, and inherently happy. The first way to be happy at work is to actually remember the truth about your happy self. This can be done right now, starting now, by paying attention to those simple daily things where you feel alive. I call this sparking. This is from the I Am Energy Map, and it's those moments of beauty or awe or pleasure where you feel alive. For example, I'm happy when I'm learning something new or I'm having an in-depth conversation that I know might make a difference for someone. The second way to be happy at work is to know yourself. So many people are unhappy because they're trying to be someone that they're not, especially at work. When you know who you are and what it feels like when you're not being true to yourself, you can correct the course of your work and your life. It's up to you to know yourself and to claim the talents that are yours. No one else can do this for you. No one. And only you can take responsibility for doing things that are a good fit between who you are and what you want. What's tricky about this second way of being happy at work is the pressure that most people are getting to do more and more and more work that's often outside the scope of your strengths and what it is that you really want. And so what I want you to know is that your energy is sustainable and you are an asset to others only when you are true to your gifts and your desires. Okay, this is so important. I'm going to say it again. Your energy is sustainable and you are an asset to others only when you are being true to your gifts and desires. You must have the conversations that create fit between who you are and what work you're doing or what you're choosing to do in your life. This is an ongoing process. Finally, the third way to be happy at work is to discover your insatiable question. What is it that you find endlessly fascinating? What's the question that you could ask and explore and discuss and work at for the rest of your life? An insatiable question is useful in that it takes you outside of yourself and moves you towards something that inspires you and meets a need in the world. It provides you with lifelong learning and purpose, and it gives you something to master, a way to engage and focus your life. What is your insatiable question? I've suggested 3 ways here that you can be happy at work, and they are to know that being happy is your true nature, to know and be true to yourself, know who you are, and to have an insatiable question. The biggest challenges to being happy at work are those things that you perceive to be outside of your control, such as the economy, a difficult boss, a dysfunctional organization, or maybe relationship. Yes, these are big challenges that you need to face, and it's impossible to handle or influence a situation if you are feeling powerless over it. The 3 ways that I've shared with you today to be happy at work not only allow you to be happy, they also give you the personal power and motivation to deal with those things that are clouding over the sunshine of your happiness. Being happy and true to yourself gives you access to the energy and the creativity that's needed to deal with these difficult situations. It's one of the most practical things that you can do to make sure that you're happy at work. Know that what is good for you is also good for others, and vice versa. When you live in a way that is happy and good for you, especially at work, you will create happiness and goodness wherever you go. So I've shared 3 ways to be happy at work with you today here in this video blog, and I have many more ways to share with you in a sign-up that's very close to this video. So take a look for that. I wish you the best in being happy at work. Let me know how I can help, and I hope that you are having a very good day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.